Hello, DME musicians. Welcome to your very first week of music. My name again is Mrs. Vernash, and I'm so excited to be your new music teacher this year. Let's start. Each week in music, there will be 3 things for you to do in your Music Google Classroom. The first thing you will do is a Google slideshow. This is what you're doing right now. Our Google slideshow will have a lesson, it will have things for us to do, and it might even have some activities. This week, we do have a get to know you activity, which will be very fun. I can't wait to get to that part. Next, you'll join our weekly Google Meet. That means one day of the week we get to see each other for a half hour and all make music together. That's going to be so much fun. Then the last thing you need to do is fill out the Google form you will find in your Google Classroom. That Google form is going to be your one grade for the week. In this slideshow, there will be red slides, yellow slides, blue slides, and green slides. The red slides will talk about our classroom expectations, which are just the classroom rules. The yellow slides will talk about our Google Classroom and what you'll find in our Google Classroom. The blue slide is our super awesome, very fun get to know you activity. And the green slide is all the ways that you can contact me or your parents can contact me. Let's start with the red slides, classroom expectations. Our first classroom expectation starts with the letter M. It stands for make good choices. Down here, we see 2 kids are doing something together. What does it look like they're doing? To me, it looks like they're sharing. If you thought that too, then you're right. Is sharing a good choice? Well, let's think about it. It's always important to think about the choice before you make it. Ask yourself, is my choice going to help my friends and I learn? So by sharing something with a friend, will that help your friend to learn or help you to learn? The answer is yes, especially if you're sharing a pencil with a friend, if you're sharing information or something you know with a friend when it's your turn to speak, or if you're sharing a space to write with a friend. The next letter is U. U stands for use kind words. Kind words make us feel safe and happy, and it's important to feel safe in our classroom. When we feel safe, we're better learners, and we just feel way more comfortable. If you don't have any kind words to share, then please, please, please keep your words in your head. Don't say them out loud. If you have kind words to share, then of course we want to hear from you. S stands for show respect for others, new ideas, and different cultures. We'll talk more about respect during our Google Meet this week, but right now ask yourself, what's one way you could show respect for someone in the music classroom? I have an idea. You could show respect for me by listening and looking at me with your eyes while I'm talking. And I can show respect for you by doing the same thing. You can also be respectful of others and me by raising your hand when you want to share something with the class or when you have a question. When you raise your hand, you will sit quietly and patiently until I call on you and it's your turn to speak for the class. That would be a very respectful thing to do. Our next letter is the letter I. I stands for involve yourself. That just means participate. If we are all singing, then sing with us. If we're all listening, then you should be listening too. If we're playing a game, then please join in and play with us. Involving yourself in music class is easy and fun. Our last letter is C. C stands for care for the room and the instruments. When we're all able to be together at school again, taking care of our music classroom and the instruments that live here will be an important job. And it's all of our job to do that. We'll talk more about how we do this when we're all back together in person again. I know you'll do a great job. The letters that we just talked about were M, U, S, I, and C. M stands for make good choices, U stands for use kind words, S stands for show respect for others, new ideas, and different cultures. I is for involve yourself, and C is for care for the room and instruments. That spells out music. So if you are making music, you are making the right choices. When we're online, especially for our Google Meets, there are a couple more things we need to remember. Here are all the things your body and you as a person should be doing during our Google Meet. Raise your hand if you would like to speak. Make sure I can see you on camera. If I am not seeing you and you are raising your hand, you can also type me in the chat. Look carefully at the screen. See how this student is sitting down and his eyes are on his computer? He's not looking around, he's just looking at the screen. Only speak when it is your turn. This person's waiting for their turn. Use kind and appropriate language. She says, please. That's a kind word. If your technology isn't working, ask an adult for help. Make sure to go to the toilet, eat and drink before the call begins. Make yourself comfortable. She's sitting comfortably. Listen to those who are speaking. And sit in a place free from other distractions. That means make sure you're in a quiet spot where you can hear the computer and see the computer without lots of other noise and things going on in the background. You can also earn PBIS tickets in music class. First and second graders, I know you already know about these tickets and that you know how to earn them. Kindergartners, you're brand new here, just like me, we're new together. You can earn these tickets in music class by being kind, being respectful, or showing integrity. The more tickets you earn, the more you can turn them into the office to see if your name will be called in the raffle to win a really cool prize. We'll talk all about the ways you can be kind, respectful, and show integrity in music class during our Google Meet this week. I'm really excited to see you all. The yellow slides now, we're talking about Google Classrooms. Our Google Classroom is just like our music classroom, but online. There will be lots of things you can do in your Google Classroom. What is in our Google Classroom? Well, let me tell you. Our weekly Google Slideshow and Google Form is in Google Classroom. Links to helpful music resources and fun music games are also in our Google Classroom. You can look in my Bitmoji classroom. I posted that in our announcement stream. You can click all around the Bitmoji classroom room and see what links I have hidden there. They'll take you to music videos and games and different resources that I think you'll love. See how many you can find. And the link or the button you press to go to our Google meeting once a week is also in our Google Classroom. Remember, each week in music, you will complete these 3 things. 1, you will watch or read the Google slideshow. You're doing that right now. Good job. Next, you will join us for our Google meeting. That's going to be a lot of fun. And lastly, you will fill out the Google form. This helps me know what you learned this week, and I can give you a grade for all your hard work. All right, we're on to our Get to Know You activity, the blue slides. Our Get to Know You activity is going to be a flip grid. If you've never done a flip grid before, I'd love to show you how. You can go into this Google slideshow and click the red button or use the link that I will post with this assignment. I'm going to click this button here. It's taking me to second grade music's Flipgrid class. Now, if you're in kindergarten or first grade, your button will take you to first grade music or kindergarten music. We're just looking at second grade right now. Once I'm here, I'm going to press the blue button that says Log in with Google. Then I'm going to click my school email. Great, now I'm in second grade music's Flipgrid. If I scroll down, I can find what our activity is and a super cute dog that I found on the internet. Pretty adorable. Your activity will be to post a video of yourself by clicking this green button. In your video, you will say your name, share one fun thing you did over the summer, and share one thing you want to do in music class this year or one thing that you're excited to do. If you need to hear these instructions again, press this blue button on the website and it will say the instructions to you in case nobody's around to help you read. Remember, this green button is what you'll press when you're ready to record your video. It might be helpful to think of what you want to say before you press that green button. Once you share your video, the whole class will be able to see it, and so will I. And I can't wait to hear about what you all did over summer and the things you're excited to do in music this year. Our last part of the Google slideshow is how you can contact me. You can share this page with your parents, your guardian, your family members, or you can contact me yourself. Here's all the ways you can do it. Firstly, we could set up a Google Meet for us to chat together, just you and me. You or your parents could call me. My school phone extension is 4032. Or you can email me. This is my email address right here. Dun da da da! You did it! You made it to the end of your first Google slideshow. Don't forget to go back and complete your Flipgrid activity so I can get to know you a little bit better. Now that you've finished your slideshow and you're almost done with your Flipgrid activity, there's only 2 more things for you to do this week in music class. Do you remember what they are? If you said join our Google Meet and then fill out the Google form, then you got it. Those are the only other 2 things you need to do. Great job today. I'll see you